Hi, I'm Tom. This is Lucy, and this is Kitty Help Desk. So today we're going to do an unboxing. Yay, that's exciting, right, Lucy? Lucy just wants her treats. I had quite a few people on my previous reviews of other Litter Genie products bring up the fact that they really liked this other Litter Genie product called the Litter Genie Easy Roll. And this is, I guess, very similar, but a little different. So I thought, well, I'll try one and compare them and we can figure out which Litter Genie is really the best. So this is the first step, is to open this and try it out. So, like I said, a lot of people in the comments made mention of the fact that this particular Litter Genie they really liked. So we'll see. We'll see if Lucy likes it here. What do you think, Lucy? So let's get it out of the box. Uh-oh, don't be afraid. Come on. It's okay. There's a box too, Lucy. There's a box. Don't forget a box. All right, so it looks a lot like the other one so far. Let's see. So this is it, the Litter Genie Easy Roll. Now, from what I understand, the difference is that like the others have those cartridges that go in the top, and they pull the plastic down into the bottom of it. For those of you who aren't familiar, let me back up a second. For those of you who aren't familiar with these, basically what the Litter Genie line of products are designed to do is to give you basically a waste pail for your cat's waste, something you can put next to the litter box, and you can deposit their waste in there, and it will keep the smell from getting out. So it looks a lot like the other ones. Let's see. Let me get this cardboard off of here. And we'll just set that over there. And it has a door. Oh, this door is not spring loaded, so that's a little different. It has a button here. I don't know what that button does. We're going to find out together. Okay, when you push the button, that opens it up. And it has like a sort of a mechanical flap here. And it says, push flap down and attach bag over 4 side hooks. Because in this one, what's different about it is the bag goes down in the bottom and you pull it up around the top, and then you put the waste in, and then you gather it up, you pull it up this way. You don't kind of have to have a separate thing here. So let's see what's down in the bottom here. There is a scoop that looks just like the other scoops that come with the other ones, and a caddy that looks just like the caddies that go in the other ones, and I imagine that just slips in there. Yep. So there is a door in the bottom, and if I can get that open, I'm going to use my screwdriver blade on the knife to pop that open. That's what gives us access to the cartridge. Yeah, okay, so this is very different from the other cartridges that are those circular sort of donut-shaped cartridges. Pull plastic tab to open refill, and pull out a few inches of bag. That seems easy enough. Toss that. So these bags are made out of the same material, or so I understand. They seem like it. And they're open at the top, and then they have a point where there's a perforation. So there's already a pre-divided bag, okay? That's very different from the previous version. So now if you can see in here, you can see there's like a little caddy for this to sit in, and it sits angled inward like that. And really all this thing is doing is really just holding that roll of bags. It's just a roll. This goes in like that. And now your bags are in there. Now we have to get it up to the top. And so we have to pull the door open. Might want to pull that all open. We reach down and we pull it up to the top, and then it goes around these other things. So push flap down and attach bag over 4 side hooks. So the flap has to be down, and then this hooks over the 4 hooks here at the top. So once that's over the sort of side hooks like that, I don't think it's really going to stay in place until you put this down. So let's put that down. And now we can look in here, and I can push that in. And seems like I'm pulling on it, and it seems like what's happened is this top ring has sort of sandwiched the bag between the hooks and this ring. I could imagine that being sort of the fail point, potentially. I'm going to use this for a while, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to make another video that is basically a comparison of all 3 models and what I like or dislike about each one and which one I really prefer, so that you can kind of make an educated guess about which one you might prefer, because they're all very similar, you know, and they all do the same job. And it's only a person like me that's really going to want to try all of them and kind of see. And hopefully that'll keep you from having to try all of them until you find the one that you like. So basically, the way this works, you open it. There's an enclosed space here. You put the waste here. Now, I will say this is a slightly larger capacity cavity here than is in the XL, where the lid isn't quite the whole size of the top. This is more like the opening. This is sort of a hybrid, you know, of the XL and the original Litter Genie. So this opens up, you dump the waste in there. The little spring-loaded section and this door hold it up here in this upper part. Then you can close this. You pull this out, and that kind of dumps it so that the waste just falls in. There's no spring-loaded mechanism or anything. You open that, and it just opens up a hole down into the bottom of the Litter Genie. Once it's full down in the bottom, then what you're going to want to do is open it up again here. You're going to pull the bag off here. You're going to tie it off however you want. Then you're going to flip up this back section, and you're going to pull this up from the bottom until you reach a perforated section, which is the bottom of this bag. You're going to tear it off, lay the new one out like this, just like you did this one, and you start again. This seems like a valid way of doing it. My only complaint about the Litter Genie XL, which I like very much, but my complaint about it is that it's so tall, and believe me, I actually wanted it to be taller so it would hold more, so I didn't have to empty it quite so frequently. But the problem is cat waste is extremely heavy. So, you know, once that thing is full, it's really heavy. And I'm a big guy, and it's heavy to me. I can't imagine like someone who is a little slighter of build trying to wrestle that out of that very lightweight plastic container. What's good about this is the weight stays at the bottom, like where the bags are, the roll of bags, that's in the bottom. It kind of is designed to give you a wider base than top, so that gives you a lower center of gravity and a little bit more stable container. I will say, of all of them, I always end up putting feet on them because I don't want them scratching up my floors. This one looks like it's going to be difficult to do that because it's got these little ridges here instead of like round sort of feet. But I'm going to try to do it anyway and put like sort of felt feet on the bottom of it. What do you think, Lucy? Come here. What do you think? Lucy has always been a little bit scared of large things. If I'm carrying this, if I were carrying this around the house, like if I was carrying a hamper or something like that, she would run away from me, and she still does. I'm not sure what happened to her before I met her, but someone carrying something large scared her to death. And to this day, kind of large, bulky, boxy things tend to frighten her a little bit. Now, you can help a cat. Here's a little bonus section of the video. You can help a cat to overcome a phobia like that just exactly by doing what I'm doing here, which is just helping her to be next to it, move it around a little bit, push her limits a little bit. Just get her where she gets a little bit close to edge, and when she gets close to the edge where she's feeling a little bit nervous about it, like, what do you think about that? See, when she backs away, I'm going to give her a treat. And now, when this is moving around, she associates that. Right now, she's having really good feelings. The treats are giving her great feelings. She feels wonderful. Don't you feel wonderful? See, thank you. And this is wonderful too. Isn't that wonderful? See? Here. See, she comes closer to it. She gets a treat. And now she's not quite so afraid. And over time, she's a little fearful still. Over time, she'll overcome that fear. If you're consistent and work with her, that's called desensitization and counter-conditioning. We'll just counter-condition her with treats because see, she already thinks there's more over here. I just ran out and I'll have to get some more. But, she can overcome that fear of this item in particular in this space. It's really important when you're dealing with cats who have a fear of something that you realize that that fear of that thing is often tied to a particular place or a particular situation. So up here on the table, she might not be afraid of this if it were sitting on the floor, but up here on the table in this situation, it makes her a little fearful. I'm sorry. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you for helping me demonstrate. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.